Hi, I'm Anna, and today is the final day of the 30-day home workout challenge. We are on the finale, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this 30-day journey. I hope you've left feeling fitter, healthier, and more confident to do the fitness stuff that you want to try. So today we're going to step things up even more. We're doing 3 7-minute circuits on different body parts, and we will finish stretching together with a lot of love. Fluff, as always, flying around the room. First of all, we'll check your area, make sure you've got plenty of space to train in, you're not going to kick your furniture, and we will come onto our back. Today, let's make sure you're definitely 100% clear to exercise and you're feeling fit and healthy and happy and well. So let's get warmed up. I'm not messaging a friend, I'm using a timer because my beautiful stopwatch that I've ordered has not arrived as yet. Okay, slightly longer stance than usual. We're going to activate our hamstrings as well as our glutes, so in a nice long range glute bridge. So I like to use a little bit of back to stick myself to the floor. So let's push up in this lovely long range. Feel your hammies kicking in as well. And again, beautiful. So you know the drill, we're driving into the heel. We do need a little bit of stick. So if you've got sticky feet, it can be quite handy in this position with the long range stuff. Squeeze those glutes together. Lift and squeeze the magic. We're halfway already. Like I'm watching a film, just casually lying here. Watching a movie. Okay, now they're starting to feel supercharged. We're gonna really start picking up that intensity on the contraction. Coming into our last 10 seconds. You wanna be excited about what's about to come next. Right, hold at the top, and now we're gonna flash. And oh, we are staying here for a long time. So thinking about everything that's happening here, those glutes are on underneath, and we're opening and closing the knee, and I want you to do it with intention. So really push into that heel and keep your glutes on to support your lower back. Feel the burn, people. Lovely. Checking the movie. I think what I need is a large clock on the ceiling, so when I'm lying down, I can just watch it and then I'll tell you where we are. We're halfway. If you need to take a break, obviously you can. We're gonna warm these glutes up and get them ready for our leg section. We love leg day. Squeezing in 15 seconds. Oh yes, team. We're flipping over onto our front in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Into a plank position. You can absolutely have your knees down if you need to. We're going to lift one leg up and over. So choose your favourite leg, squeeze that glute and lift it up and over. So you can absolutely have this knee on the floor. I want the focus to be your bum rather than your core. So if you can't squeeze your glute because you're worrying so much about the plank, just come straight down and pull into that glute. Draw the belly button up into the body, shoulders above the elbow. Oops, I'm sliding. I've also got a really bad fake tan line. Awful. Lovely, squeezing in. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Changing legs, so get into position. Lift up and over. So it's just a small movement. Fighting to keep your core as still as possible. So no lovely like relaxed pelvic region. We're keeping everything tight. Tight like a tiger. Up and over. Tap and squeeze. Amazing. Squeeze the butt cheek, squeeze the butt cheek. Oh, how you'll miss my singing. I know. It'll be a sad day. Keep squeezing, keep squeezing. We have left these 15 magical moments. Coming into a side plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over we come. So we're doing either a clam, which I'll start with, or you can do an extended range clam. So you're flashing with the insides of your feet, start together, good, and then open. If you want to, oops, sorry, punched it. I'm gonna come up into this side plank, opening the leg with a focus on that glute. The bottom glute's getting a little bit of love as well now. Lifting and squeezing. We're nearly there on the bum activation section. So after this, we should feel sufficiently warm, magically happy in the glute region to get onto our leg day. Well done, keep going. Squeezing on in there. Yep, 10 seconds on this side. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, we're gonna switch over straight into the level of clam that makes you feel good. Stacking the shoulder above the elbow, dropping that hip and flash it. So again, you keep going. If you want to stay here, you can. I can't lie, my head on my arm, it makes me want to puke. So this is not really the way that you do it, but it's that or puking, so I choose this. Good, squeeze in. If you want to, we're halfway, so if you got excited, we might be now ready to give a few reps of this. This is the thing, so say something is a bit hard for you to do for a whole minute, you can always start off a bit lower and then go up, or you can start a bit higher and then take it down. So we always want to think, actually, what could we do just to progress ourselves just a tiny bit today? Maybe I'll do 1 rep, and that's amazing. If we can do that, then we're happy. Also, we're flipping over for our last butt cheek exercise, doing the reverse hyper. So bend from the knee, lie your forehead on your forearms, and then we lift up through the butt. Pushing the pelvis into the floor. It's a tiny, tiny movement, and we're trying not to flap onto the floor like a sea lion jumping out of the pool. We're keeping it really, really, really controlled. I'd love to be a seal. Actually, I wouldn't. They get eaten, don't they, a lot? No, let's just stick with being a human on a yoga mat. Lovely, lift in. Keep going. Squeeze and lift, everyone. Are your butt cheeks pumped and ready? That's the question. Yes, Anna, they're really excited about life. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Up we come. Now, we've worked for 7 minutes, so you've got 30 seconds to take a break, grab a drink, and all that jazz, and meet me back on the mat in 15 seconds now. Okay, let's bring this back in for your lower body section. So we're taking it into a lunge first of all. We drop down 3, 2, 1. Drive into the heel and squeeze up. Good. And again, drawing the core in, keep it slow on the way down and squeeze. Only going as low as is right for you. Down and squeeze. Yes. Again, keep that control. Drive into the floor and screw your feet in. They don't move, but you can feel the intention coming up through the glutes when you have that lovely contact with the floor. Again, we've got 20 seconds left. Nice, and again. Exhale on the effort. Feel the legs start kicking in now and squeeze. Well done, we're changing sides. Square your hips up and drop straight in now. Yes, and again, down we go. Posture nice and tall, glutes on, everything's happy. We're happy in the leg and the cheek. Again, down we go. Squeeze. I hope now you're starting to feel everything start working together a little better. So we feel like we've got loads of connection with that floor. Loads of magic happening in our legs, in our glutes, everything. 20 seconds left. Drop it down low if you can. Keep it on. We've got time for one more rep. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Well done. Doing a variation now of an exercise we've done a few times. We're going to attempt a single leg deadlift. Opposite hand moving down. I want you to have a stretch through the hamstring and then bring the pelvis up and through. So movements all from the hip, pushing the hip back, the knee softens, and then I want you to imagine putting something up, woo, from the floor. And so if your balance is better than mine, which it probably will be, so my balance is awful, then you might find this a lot easier than me. If it's balance is like mine, you might want to have your hands over a bit of furniture. That's it, well done, really dig into the floor as you bring the pelvis through. Do another 15 seconds on this side. Bringing it down, feel that stretch and then squeeze. Good, again. So one day this might have a dumbbell in your hands. Woo. You never know, do you? Bring it down. Pause at the bottom if you can, dig into that foot and squeeze. Well done. Changing legs, I'm definitely going to need some support on this one. Bring it down, stretch it out and bring your pelvis up and into alignment. And again, down and squeeze. Glutes in. So now I find this really hard on this side. So never be, oh, you know, I can't do one thing. This means I can't do anything. It's not the case. No one is amazing at everything, apart from probably about 0.02% of the population who are athletes. The rest of us are just trying to be better at things that we know that are good for our body or things that we enjoy. Stretch and bring that pelvis in. Good, we've got 15 seconds. Brace that core. I'm going in for the big one with this balance. I think I've done 3 without falling on my face. Happy days. Well done. Stretch and bring the hips through. Awesome. Moving into a nice casual one that we've done before that you'll feel. Push the knees out into a squat and then one curtsy. So it's a squat to a curtsy lunge and we're going to alternate sides. So you've got plenty of time to think about all of these knees opening, all of them too. As you come down into a squat that's comfortable for your body. So some people might have their toes much straighter or a little bit more turned out like I do. But it's your body, so you have to listen to how it feels through your own knees and hips, ankles and all that jazz. If you want to make it harder, we're going to skim it across so we don't come up. So the quads are always having this action. And they're always under load. What? We're burning up in here. Keep it going. Last 10 seconds. Try to squeeze through the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. This one is nice for the hips. We're going to step out into a side lunge, reaching for the floor and then in and the other side. Drop down. So we're trying to drop the hips down, keeping the chest up-ish, the same as we do in a squat. So we're pushing down. So you might be able to come like a little shallower. It's fine. We're listening to our bodies and we're just going to gradually get a little bit faster if we can. So we're using this one for some single leg work and also to build some heat in our body. Good. And again. Down we come. We're nearly there. The last 10 seconds for that nice stretch through the inner thigh as well, which is always a bonus. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Sumo squat time. So turning the feet out, nice wide stance. We come down, pause and lift. Good, lower and come up. Straight back down, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, pause. Lift up, raise that calf, and then come up. Good, and again. Down we go, pause, and lift. We've got a little gift for you at the end. Down, and squeeze. 1 more. Pause. Okay, we're gonna stay here. if we can, in this lovely balance. What's just going on? We've got 20 seconds left. You can lower the heel if you want, but we're gonna stay in this squat. So you can choose either heels up and hold, staying in that squat at the same time for 9, or for heels down, 7, up to you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, well done. So you got a few moments. We're gonna join each other on the floor for the core section. So if there's any sections that you want to repeat, you can, of course. You've got to do what feels good to you. So you have 10 seconds to join me on the floor. First thing we're doing is a star crunch. So it's really nice. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it across, reach for that foot and lower. So one arm stays on the floor, and this allows us to rotate a little more, so we've got a bit more space because only the forearm's staying down. Good. So if that's too much, carry on. If it's not, you can just do an oblique crunch here, bring the legs in, get it back in the floor, and just do me small little rotation, rotations coming over the side. You can choose. Otherwise, we've got 20 seconds left. Boom. Reaching across, feeling that magic. In a sec, we're gonna flip onto our front for a side plank. You've got 8 seconds left. So everything's waking up in the core, and then we're gonna jump over into a plank. So what we do is we come up, we tap the shoulder, and then we go down the other side. Come up. So it's 1 commando, 2 shoulder taps, and then down the other side. You can, of course, do this on your knees. Doesn't matter. You choose, because it's all about you. Well done. They're coming up to that halfway mark already. So make sure that whatever level you're doing is the right one for you. So 1 commando, 2 shoulder taps, and then down the other side. Tap, tap. Yes, team. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flipping over. We're going to imagine we've got a ball and we're passing it under our leg. So it's like a figure of 8. Pass and pass and pass, like this. So one day this might be a weight or a ball, or I don't know, a tin of lentils. Whatever works for you. So you carry on. If that is too much, we can come back to our favourite Russian twist here, or we can do a bicycle crunch like this. It's your decision. So make sure whatever you're doing is the right thing for your back. Coming in for your last 20 seconds. Pass the ball under the legs, yes. 10. Keep going, team, we're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Flipping over. We're coming onto all fours. Losing my mic, sorry. Push into the floor. We bring extension into a Superman, and then we're crunching into the body. And again, extend and crunch. Good. Bring it in, loads of control here. Extend, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the back. Last 5 seconds on this side, bringing it in. 3, 2, and 1, good. Change sides, extend and pull in. And again, reach. So think about that crunch through the core. So we're getting used to contractions happening on different, and when we're in different positions. So when we're looking down to the floor, when we're on our side, when we're face up, we want to make sure that we know how it feels everywhere. Last 2 seconds. Great, coming down into a low plank this time. We're doing a hip drop, so it comes over to the side. Now, if that's a lot for you, we can do it with the knee down. Alternatively, you can absolutely hold a normal plank here. So if you don't feel ready to add the hip movement, that's fine. But we're going to try to avoid dipping down in the middle. So we want to keep the pressure off the lower back. So up and over, keep going the whole time. We're working for the last 30 seconds here, and you'll feel this right through the front abdominals. Try to look forward to the fists if you can. Drop that hip. Well done, team. Last 12 seconds. Then you've only got one more core exercise, and we're going to stretch in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Off the elbows, off the wrists, onto your back. If you want to crunch, you absolutely can. Fingertips by the temples, come into a crunch. Otherwise, we're going to attempt to do a sit-up with our hands above us. So it stays there, we come up, and it stays above the chest. Now, so it's on the shoulder. Squeeze, draw the belly button in, and the hands come up in the air. Lift, good. Keep it going, last 30. Lower down, so all about control. Yes. 10 seconds, 10 seconds away. Mic's still on, good. I just recorded the whole thing then the mic failed halfway through. So that's why I keep checking it, because I'm tired. I've done this already. Well done, and rest. Well done, guys. That was awesome. Let's quickly have a stretch together. Bring that bottom leg in and we can have a chat. So I do just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me for 30 days. It's amazing. I'm really, really chuffed. And I really, really hope that this either inspires you to work out a little more at home and stick with it, or to maybe think about, oh, I might be good with some resistance bands, might be able to do this, or you might be able to go to class, or go and see a PT, or whatever it is that floats your boat. If you'd like to join my online classes, I'd love to see you there. The link is always down below. I'd just be so happy if I could make more people feel fit and healthy. So I really appreciate you joining me. Well done. Let's release that glute and slowly roll up, coming into a cross-leg position if you can. And we will put one hand on the floor, lift up and over, and stretch through that side. It's been a sweaty month. And release. Also, if you've ever got photos and clips of you doing this stuff at home, I'd love to see them. So I'm always Anna Martin Fitness on Instagram and Facebook and so on. If you are on those, bring it underneath, push through, stretch the back. So we're tucking under a little with the pelvis, protect your lower back, look down towards the floor. Well done, and roll out those shoulders. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you know the drill. You've got day 3 and day 18. But thank you so much, everyone. It's been such a pleasure, and I hope to see you again soon.